There it is. There it is. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unspecified Podcast. Bro Fist, A Minute Detail, Dopey Dude. What is up? Good to see you guys. Amber, what's up? Good to see you. All right, so we have a little bit of a scoop
Yeah.
on the Florida situation.
It's relatively...
First off, okay, don't mind the hair. Okay, my son got me this hat. Wyatt, thank you. He's awesome. Forged in his strength. Sorry, I had to show it off. I love it. All right, so first, you guys want to get into the
scoop?
Well, I mean, we could get into the scoop first, but anywho, I'm going to dive in. See, the wrong button. There it is. All right. IRS seeks armed accountants ready for deadly force.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's all over.
I knew that I had a connection to that Ben Affleck movie, The Accountant.
The Accountant
yeah.
was getting us ready
That's right.
for
That's right.
tactical accountants. Oh my gosh.
Accountants saw that and they whispered, they're like, look, accountants need a bigger role. Okay, come on. Help us out. We've been desk jockeys for decades.
Yeah, hiring new special agents. Ashley B, what's up? Jessica, what's up? Brofish, Brofist, what's up, guys? Major duties. Adhere to the highest standards of conduct, especially in maintaining honesty and integrity.
That's right.
Okay. Work a minimum of 50 hours per week, which may include irregular hours, and be on call 24/7, including holidays and weekends. Maintain a level of fitness necessary to effectively respond to life-threatening situations on the job.
Goodness gracious.
So is that letting you know you're going to need to, because folks are not going to like you? I don't know. Carry a firearm and be willing to use deadly force if necessary. Okay. Be willing and able to participate in arrest, execution of search warrants, and other dangerous assignments.
Oofta.
They will combine accounting skills with law enforcement skills to investigate financial crimes.
Holy moly, that's
All income earned, both legal and illegal, has the potential of becoming involved in crimes which fall within the investigative jurisdiction of the IRS Criminal Division. Criminal investigation.
Wow.
Yeah, that's getting serious.
I know, I'm picturing all the future
this.
movies with,
The main things here are,
IRS, open up,
Right. Secret police, weaponization of the Department of Justice. Perhaps some of us are thinking maybe they're going to go after political dissidents that they don't agree with. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Hey, man, your money ain't right. Let's look into your money real quick. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
That was an excellent movie, by the way.
Even before Congress and President Joe Biden give the final okay, the IRS to hire 87,000 more agents and an $80 billion package, the tax agency is revealing a priority job category that could get first dibs on the huge budget expansion. On its jobs page is a listing of, what is that, vaccines? Okay, vacancies. Sorry, once I see V&A, I'm like, whoa, don't say it. Vacancies for special agents to be placed around the country to root out financial fraud. Okay. But these are opening for more than just financial experts. They will also be armed. Among the job requirements listed, carry a firearm and be willing to use deadly force if necessary. Yeah, and just wait, because some folks, if you guys care about this topic at all, they do a real deep, they went into and they saved all the files. Before a lot of this got deleted, if you didn't know.
Wow.
And apparently there's these certain instances where they can use lethal force. I wish I had that pulled up. Special agents who can be placed around the nation and world have an interesting job according to the IRS description. They are financial analysts and armed officers ready for a shootout.
Well, golly, that's where we're at.
SAs known for their financial... What is an SA? Special agents are known for their financial investigative expertise in areas such as tax fraud, public corruption, cyber crimes, narcotics, terrorism, and much more. I wasn't supposed to say that one, but today's sophisticated schemes demand the analytical ability of financial investigators to trace transactions through complex financial records, said the agency.
No,
But not a Democrat. You know what I mean?
and all for a salary of $50,000 to $89,000 and 24 days off. That
Which
ain't
is
squat.
better paying than...
No. That's not squat in today's market. Like,
I know,
no.
but there's a lot of folks...
You're putting your life on the line for $50,000?
You seriously think that they can't find anyone in debt that needs to... You know what I mean? I think the job market is going to be hot. I think,
I hope
the
not.
benefits
You know what?
and whatnot.
I'm going to pray for the applicants. I'm going to pray for...
yeah, definitely
morale,
be praying.
you know?
I'm definitely praying. Amen to that. The Day Crusader, what is up? That dog stray. Good to see you. JD, good evening, guys. What's up? Liza, what's up? Unspecified fam.
That's right.
Coming to the unspecified den to
Well,
go over the new information that's come out. Because we got some stuff. Okay. Are you wanting to show this? Also, remember...
No.
Okay. This stadium, at a capacity of 86,112, is not big enough to hold the 87,000 new IRS agents coming after you.
That's very aimed, okay? I don't need this anxiety.
Not to mention the roughly 78,000 they already have.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Am I getting the is this the light from backstage where it's like, hey, shut up. Enough about this.
I was trying to scratch my leg and it slid. My kidney.
Also remember, they don't have any is to be armed. What? But the IRS needs to be. Okay. They don't want any of us to be armed.
Oh, okay.
But the IRS needs to be.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, use their terminology on them. What does the IRS need weapons of war for?
Because they're very blunt. They're like, well, because we're about to come people that are willing to evade tax or willing to, like.
All right. Here's my scoop. Are you ready for it? This is the big whoa moment for me. Let me see if I can make it any bigger. Can I make it bigger?
She has such sharp lips.
Okay. It just gets better and better, she says. Let me turn it all the way up.
This just gets better and better. Do you guys remember this? Back on March 24th?
The T-Man files massive lawsuit against Hillary Clinton, putting his theories of an unthinkable, what does that say, racketeering plot against him to the test.
That's right.
Okay, so he's allegedly suing Hillary specifically.
Of this year? Here's the court docket. You can access it in my link tree.
And if you care to know who this lady is, her name is at 2A Patriot Mama. Okay?
Awesome.
So, she, apparently has these court dockets.
Right.
Trump v. Clinton, okay? And let me see. Can I make this bigger? Are y'all able to see that?
Okay, yes, we can see it, but look, you could do the full screen there.
I know, but it won't show the full thing.
Oh, okay.
It might. Well, let's just wait for just a second and see if it does. Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm on.
I don't know. Can y'all still see it?
Hold on. We're almost there.
Nope. Knew it. Okay.
Nope. All right.
Very strange. Very
yes.
strange.
And here's the first page of that case and who he was suing.
But it shows, okay, Donald J. Trump, plaintiff, Hillary R. Clinton. Okay.
I don't remember this. I don't remember.
So on April 6th, the original judge recused himself and was replaced by none other than...
Order of recusal. Magistrate Judge Ryan M. McCobb recused. Case reassigned to Magistrate Judge Bruce E. Reinhart as paired Magistrate Judge for all further proceedings. Signed by Magistrate Judge Ryan M. McCobb on 4/6/2022. See attached document for full details. So
Anyway, so in April.
Are you reading that? So Judge Reinhardt was on this case all the way from April 6th till June 22nd, making decisions on motions and everything else on this case until he recused himself.
So what took
And
that long
here's
to
the
recuse
document
himself?
from the court docket proving that he recused himself on June 22nd. And here's why a judge would be disqualified.
Disqualification of justice, judge, or magistrate judge. Any justice, judge, or magistrate judge of the United States shall disqualify himself in any proceeding in which his impartiality might reasonably be questioned. He shall also disqualify himself in the following circumstances: where he has a personal bias or prejudice concerning a party, or personal knowledge of disputed evidentiary facts concerning the proceeding.
That's right.
Boom.
Boom.
Right.
Roasted.
Or recuse themselves. And just so you know, this case is still ongoing. The latest entry in it was actually yesterday, August 8th. But what's funny is, on August 4th, Trump submitted a motion to deny the request for the dismissal of this case.
Ooh.
And lo and behold, the very next day, the ex-judge on this case, Judge Reinhardt, issues a search warrant for a raid at his home.
Yeah. So response to motion, RE225, motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction, 177 amended complaint, amended notice of removal, filed by Donald J. Trump. Replies due by 8/11/2022. That's today.
Today.
And his place was just raided by apparently a judge that signed off
Right.
and also recused himself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. So, you know,
You're right.
what's really going on? You know what I mean? What's really going
What's
on?
really going
8
on?
times their previous annual budget. Woo! Talking about the IRS.
Wow.
Choo! Anywho, does that make sense to anybody else?
Yeah, it does.
Or is that just me? I wanted to show you this.
This just gets better and better.
And shout out to @2A Patriot Mama.
That's right.
I don't know all her platforms she's on, but she nailed this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would not have any idea about this without this video right here. So, anywho, I know we are tired, Leary. Hanging in there. Hang in there. That's right. That's right. That's right. So,
Good evening to you both. It's a lot quieter tonight outside Trump's Florida home. A much different scene than we've seen the past 2 nights. Not nearly as many protesters. But from the FBI raid 2 days ago to a sit-down with the New York Attorney General's office today, it's been a busy week for Trump.
Mr. President, what's your message to your supporters, Mr. President?
This morning, the New York AG's office questioned Trump for their civil investigation into his family's business practices, not related to the raid at his home. Trump choosing to invoke his Fifth Amendment and not answer any questions, that lets him avoid potentially incriminating himself.
so separate from the raid.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because they'll try and confuse you
Right.
if you don't really
Right.
care and not really paying attention.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So the raid at his house has something totally different going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's going to happen with that. I'm really interested.
Well, and it's interesting.
Because they are going after him, to really try and block, and you hear everyone's talking real radical now. And here I thought I was, I thought that people thought I was what I thought was radical. You know what I mean? But
That's
you hear
right.
people on like mainstream talking about how this is like civil war. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hang on, I'm looking up a scripture real quick.
That's the judge, though, that worked for old Jeff. Oh, Mr. Didn't Kill Himself. And just issued the warrant on Mar-a-Lago. What's the verse?
Let's see here. What is
My
it
enemies
always?
can pass me about.
No, but about do not take up like another's offense. And it's just interesting because people are getting very, very upset that his home was raided. And I get that on one hand, but if we do think about it biblically and we think about it objectively, that this is going to be another emotional, this is pressing. This is trying to invoke a response. So, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. But that's not the one I'm looking for. There's one that, and it's so interesting because I myself was just given this scripture for taking up others' offenses. And so it's interesting because I didn't think about it from this point of view until this very moment.
Really?
Yeah, and but it was just under the, I'll have to look up. I really do want to find it. But don't take up others' offenses.
You're right.
So, because you're looking for reasons to be upset. Yes, this has never happened before. Yes, it shouldn't have happened. Yes, there are a lot of strings that connect and everything, but look at it objectively. Don't take it up as a personal offense, or they have you, they have, emotional control of you.
I agree, J Love. We need to audit Barf Den and Pelosi.
He said he had.
I agree, babe. That was a good point.
Thank you. Hold on. Do not take up another's offense as your own. Dang it. I'm going to find it. So sorry.
You want me to help?
Yeah. Well, we don't have to, but...
This?
Yeah. We're just an overall... Well, that's okay. We can look it up offline and have it for next time. But just an overall message,
Jesus said, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me.
That's fine.
Choice, because in his words, the current administration and many prosecutors in this country have lost all moral and ethical bounds of decency.
Are you confident DOJ will be fair? Are you confident DOJ will be fair?
Meanwhile, President Biden dodging reporters' questions about the raid at Trump's home. The White House saying,
"We did not have advance notice of this activity. President Biden has been very clear from before he was elected president and throughout his time in office that the Justice Department conducts its investigations independently."
Sources.
That dress. So, was that camo with a tulip on it? Because it looks like camo chic with a tulip. But I could be wrong, I don't know.
Tell Fox News the raid came after negotiations broke down between Trump.
Hold up.
Sources.
Dude, this house has multiple parking lots.
Wow.
Okay. Could you imagine living somewhere that has
look at that. Is that a house right across the street right there? Yeah. Over on the other side of that parking lot? Because there's a lot of houses kind of nearby, considering.
Tell Fox News the raid came after negotiations broke down between Trump's team and federal law enforcement about handing over classified White House documents. On Jesse Waters' Primetime, Trump's attorney denies that.
I can tell you that he was not only working with them, he was cooperating, there was nothing to hide, and he was working in tandem, allowed them into Mar-a-Lago, and the point is they went in when he wasn't even there, and then told his attorneys to leave. They couldn't even be on premises.
Now, a lot of Republican
camo she's trying to hide.
Politicians are pressuring the FBI and DOJ to share more details about the raid, some even calling for an investigation into the agencies. And Palm Beach.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Huge development report alleges FBI had personal stake in Mar-a-Lago raid. Agents were after Spygate documents Trump was holding that likely implicated the FBI. Yeah. I don't know, because there's people like Fox News is like, look, if you don't listen to us on this, then your head's in the sky.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is all probably just a distraction, but, probably, I don't know, there might be something with the Hillary Clinton connection. I don't know.
Who knows? At this point, I have to be open-minded enough to be willing to, be willing enough to think about a story to, you know what I mean, that you can kind of prepare for it to an extent.
Well, prepare for this.
Let it go.
Okay, because they're saying there's a new virus to be afraid of. There's a new Langya virus infects 35 people in eastern China. You know, just kind of like, you know, what was it? February 2019. You remember we were hearing like little reports of this and that happening over, and you know, folks falling over, videos
well, I'll
coming
tell you
online.
another thing is that they had a couple instances of the plague. Yeah, bubonic plague in humans.
Do you think that this is ever gonna
recently? But to be fair, there's usually like 1 or 2 cases of bubonic plague in California each year too. You know, so. Well,
I don't know. They're saying, you know, it's in these shrews here. Dozens in China infected with the new Langya virus carried by shrews. Nearly 3 dozen people in China have been sickened by a newly identified virus from the same family as the deadly Nympha and Hendra viruses. See, I've been keeping my eye out for the Hana. Is that it? The Hana virus? But I don't know, guys, because I think the politicians would love to have some more of that sweet, sweet emergency power. You know what I mean? So I'm always a little wary about these stories. I keep my eyes peeled on, you know, what's coming over, you know, what's next? What's next? Actually, this is very selfish. Nobody should have a home that large. Also, a golf course. Yeah, dude's got a huge house. Mar-a-Lago. Probably not supposed to be saying that. What do you think about this? Useful idiot holding a sign, arrest Trump, in New York, is asked to explain his statement.
Is this unprecedented to arrest a former president for not turning in documents?
A former president that had committed this many provable criminal acts.
But what are the provable criminal acts, I guess?
Provable criminal acts. Well, I'm done talking.
Is this unprecedented to arrest a former president for not turning in documents?
A former president that had committed this many provable criminal acts.
But what are the provable criminal acts, I guess?
Provable criminal acts. Well, I'm done talking.
It's like it totally disarmed him. It's like he was like provable criminal acts.
Look. You know, it really sucks because 12:30 at night the dogs start barking. I'm like, oh no, we done talked about the wrong thing. They're here.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
Kind of.
It's a resort he happens to also live at. It's not a house. Okay, my bad. That's awesome, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's more, okay, cool.
Cool.
Totally want to go visit it now.
Wait, but like, was somebody staying there when they got raided? Because he wasn't there.
Right. And they keep referring to it as a house.
Right.
So I just painted it as a picture in my head as just, that's Trump's house.
I don't understand how rich people live, okay? You know?
Is this unprecedented to arrest a former president for not turning in documents?
A former president that had committed this many provable criminal acts.
Well, have I got a story for you.
Provable criminal acts. Well, I'm done talking.
I love how it disarmed him. He's just like, you know what? You're just one of the crazy ones.
Right, instantly written off.
Speaking of one of the crazy ones. Okay, nobody is above the law. Starter pack. Laptop, emails, clients, research. The poor puppies. The poor puppies.
Oh.
Don't you know?
Puppies.
What is this? What did I stumble upon here? Okay, I'm out of here.
I'm out.
Offsetting guilt. Eco-minded descendants of billionaire oil barons are paying hundreds of activists $25,000 a year to protest around the world because they feel a moral obligation to put Genie back in the bottle. So hold up.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
So we just get
by trying to virtue signal, are you accident?
No.
No, because this sounds like you are funding, you know.
Yeah, you are funding protests, which is something that people have been accusing since 2020.
James Floyd, what's
up? And now they get to virtue signal through it and be like, oh, it's because, so you started the problem to write the okay. All right, well,
and then look at this giant picture. It's a huge picture. I don't know why it takes up that much of the... 3 American oil scions have been bankrolling mobs of eco-zealots who have terrorized the world by slashing tires, blocking traffic, and attacking firms. Aileen Getty, Rebecca Rockefeller... Wow. Okay, we really stepped in it now. Rebecca Rockefeller Lambert and Peter Gill Case, who are heirs to the family's huge fortunes, are paying the salaries for thugs through their non-profits in an apparent bid to offset their relatives' legacies. Okay? Because they feel bad.
It's not that I'm shocked by this, it's that I'm shocked that they're openly coming out and saying, hey, we're paying for these activists, just like everybody's always suspected. We're taking care of them. But rather than saying, oh, well, that's messed up, no, it's a virtue signal. So you're righting the wrong, and that's how you make amends and peace with the
Getty, whose
earth.
Grandfather created Getty Oil, has so far splashed out $1 million through her California-based Climate Emergency Fund. Oh, so is that the name of these funds? Climate Emergency Fund is really just going to buy Taco Bell and Domino's for protesters. You know what I mean?
And U-Hauls and shovels and such.
On the contrary, Hillary's mishandling of sensitive and even top secret email would have had any normal civilian arrested and thrown in prison under the Espionage Act.
That's right. You'd have gone on one of those airplane rides.
Ooh. Is that the kind you don't come back from?
Perhaps.
Okay, let's see, where were we? Lambert and Case, who are both members of the Rockefeller dynasty that founded Standard Oil in 1870. Go do your research on the Seven Sisters, if you know what I'm saying. 7 oil companies.
Always 7.
Isn't it? Have forked out $30 million on the Equation campaign. That almost sounded like equestrian, but it's not. It's equation. Equation. Help me with this.
No, I can't.
No, we gotta. What the heck does equation mean?
Equation.
Is that what that says?
Yeah, like a math equation.
There you go. All right. Well, then I am definitely.
I think it's.
You need to be reading this.
Well, it's.
Boring. They have put eco-activists from groups such as Just Stop Oil on the payroll for around $25,000 each, as well as pumped money into the organizations themselves. It comes as Ecowarriors. Warriors! Apocalypse Now! Have been continuing to wreak havoc across the world in recent months. Didn't we just watch a video where there were some climate activists pouring milk out in the store?
Oh, that's right. That's a shame.
Pouring,
that's a shame. That hurt. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see that's very wasteful. And the woman was so kind. She's like, "Sir, what are you doing?
What are you doing?"
This cow had to
And he's like, "Okay, if you're gonna come closer, I'm gonna pour it on you."
Which is rude, also.
Yeah.
But hey, Ecowarriors, I also miss Captain Planet. Do you remember that?
Yes.
The 5 together make Captain Planet.
Yeah, it's a bunch of horse crap now that
Captain
I think back.
Captain Planet, he's a hero.
So what was the whole strategy behind Captain Planet to keep it
cut pollution down to 0?
Wow. It was a total programming piece.
Well.
So, they're funding folks in the U.S., Europe, UK, Australia, so it's global.
And here we are.
SUV cars tires have... Wait, that doesn't make any sense. SUV cars tires have been slashed in America, Britain, and Australia, while famous oil paintings have been targeted in EU countries. I remember that. We saw them do that. They super glued themselves to a bunch of paintings in some museum and then spray painted, something like Free the Cows or something.
But not on the actual painting, right?
I think so, or on the wall next to it. I don't know.
On the wall next to it, I can accept.
I wish I had these.
On the actual painting makes me like that's.
I mean, what was the appeal to Captain Planet though?
Well, oh crap, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can remember thinking like, oh, this is cool.
No, it was basically like that 70s show.
But you never see it on.
Except for like Hyde was like Captain Planet.
I'm just saying that you never saw it on. It wasn't like a regular.
Oh, I watched it all the time.
Rarely. Well, it's because you grew up on a military base. Okay.
Okay, fair.
Down here in the swamps, it was never on. We never saw Captain Planet. I mean, every now and then, like this one time at a babysitter's, I saw it. You know what I mean? And I remember seeing it and being like, okay, that's cool. But it wasn't like a regular thing.
I would often, like, my favorite game was Pretty Pretty Princess, and it had rings, and Captain Planet had rings.
Oh.
And so I would cross play, and when I was Pretty Pretty Princess and got the rings, and you got to, summon Captain Planet. Which, by the way, you had to summon him.
Beto O'Rourke is Captain Planet. That's a good one. That's true. Yeah.
Hey, you had to like summon him though, and he was like this weird blue-green giant thing. You should look him up.
Oh my gosh.
Google him.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. I also used to watch Puff the Magic Dragon.
There's your Rockefellers. There they are. That's
blue
them.
and green. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Cool, dude. Yeah, look at him. Pull that one up with all of them. All of them. Okay. So look, there's like Hyde, and there is Donna, and there's Jackie is like Asian, so that's cool. And there's Fez.
Oh, now I get it.
You know what I mean? So like, anyway. Oh, cool. Are we making it a live action? Great.
Creepy.
No, I don't mean that.
That flat top is something, though. Meanwhile, huge protests with thousands of activists taking to the streets have descended on large cities across the globe throughout the year.
Crap. Okay,
I realized there's this person.
I diverted to Captain Planet because
there's nothing wrong with them.
It was, she looks like she could be related to Greta.
Earth, wind, fire, heart.
That's
I forget the last one. Is it water? You can't forget water.
That's right. Combined to make. Anyway, this has been delightful.
Bretling, not condoning anything, but these rich people and politicians think they are untouchable if things go sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Planet was just Earth Day propaganda. Yeah, it really was. It was. Well, I don't know. It probably was really dumb, but when I saw it when I was a kid, I was like, man, this is cool.
It seems like, in retrospect, seems like it was a little bit more than Earth Day propaganda. It seems like it was climate change. Like
straight up. Yeah, straight up. For all of your modern day, what is that arts degree everyone went for?
Liberal arts?
Yeah. All those kids. Big time into the liberal arts. Angry Wreck-It Ralph. What's up? Robert Francis is far from being Captain Planet and even has money coming in from New York and has people from New York working for his campaign. Is it J-Love? Is it? That's the Aileen Getty.
Well, good for her.
Okay. That's an oil tycoon's descendant.
Yeah, no, it's a little the whole situation is frustrating because when somebody whatever, just this is what people were saying in 2020 during the riots, and now it's coming out as virtue signaling and being hailed as a good thing. So that's fine, but I have to accept the fact that good is bad and bad is good, and
But
where we're at.
The book says clearly not to make that which is...
Yeah, exactly.
It says specifically, don't make that which is bad good, and don't make that what's good bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't flippy-floppy on that. You know what I mean? And then it goes so far as to say to abhor that which is evil, and to cling to that which is good.
Oh, trust me, I'm clinging.
Yeah. So this is
But speaking of rain,
I keep seeing these rain updates, these flash floods. Okay, now no big deal to you guys, but a couple of shows there I skipped them. Okay, but now they come back around to our neck of the woods. Horrible flash floods in Sonora near Mexico-U.S. border. Okay, and you know that there's like trains of folks coming across. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the way, this is World is Dangerous on YouTube, okay? And they're pretty good with these updates about the flash floods.
And an awesome intro.
Yeah, way better
Sonora,
than
Mexico-U.S. border, August 9th, 2022.
I knew we would see folks in it. There's somebody getting swept away. That's a bad
Good
place to hold
job.
on.
Good job, bud. Hang on. Hang on.
Climb up.
On August 9th, 2022, massive flash floods brought on by heavy rain rapidly turned the streets of Nogales, Sonora, into rivers.
What the?
Since August 5th, there have been many flash floods, and river overflows in northwestern Mexico, mainly in the Sonora state, which have caused deaths and property damage.
I mean, holy cow.
Okay, now we typically see flooding throughout the year, but it's usually earlier in the year.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And South Korea too, their roads turned into rivers just like this.
That's
Look
what
at
I'm
that.
saying. Everywhere this is happening.
Yep. Good morning from the Netherlands. What's up?
Peter Van
The
Noort.
capital city of Hermosillo had
Brofist.
multiple flooded roadways. One person had been rescued, and 2 people had died, according to national authorities and the media in central Sonora state.
Dude, that is gnarly looking. Boom. Yep, there it is. The ground is so dry and compacted.
The same sources also state that 4 more people were saved in Nogales.
That's right. It's like a Universal Studios tour or something.
Municipality in northern Sonora state, both bordering Arizona, USA.
A la torre. Frente del DIF.
Holy cow. Look at that. Dude.
But I have a weird thought process. And I'm not saying it's right. It's just a weird perspective to think about. Imagine if there's so much water within like the earth, okay? And I'm saying like on the planet, in the clouds, in the atmosphere, in the mountains, in the snow, there's so much water, but that's all there is. And it's just constantly being, recycled and evaporated and reabsorbed and rained down, and it's constantly in this cycle of water, right?
Right.
So if you think about it like that, like there's only, so much
It's
water.
finite.
Well, no, not fine, but yeah, I think that that's a precise amount of water, right? Okay, now think about how much water is missing from Lake Mead. So if you think about, the whole earth at any given time always has the same amount of water, moisture in it, whether it's in the clouds or on the ground or in the snow or wherever. Okay, now think about Lake Mead. Oh, please, Lord, bless this baby. And it's already done, so but whew. So if you think about that and how much water is missing from Lake Mead, like all that water would have to go somewhere else, But I'm not saying that that's how it actually happens. It's just another, interesting thought that I was pondering earlier.
Giant landslides.
Wow.
That's insane. Now, floods like this are common occurrence, especially on the south shore of Lake Pontchartrain.
Right.
For us. I mean, down there towards the New Orleans city, they if it rains too hard, it floods like this. It looks just like this.
Yep.
Amber says, I was just thinking about that, Tiff. That's where California water went.
Wow.
Anyway.
But, I mean, New Orleans, we see that, you know.
Okay, you got flash floods. You got houses exploding. Okay, let me make sure that this is 1080.
Bretling says, people don't realize that only a few inches of water has a lot of force and will sweep you off your feet. Maybe for the lesson. That's right.
That's right. So look at this. Indiana house explosion kills at least 3, damages nearby homes. At least 3 are dead after a house explosion in Evansville.
Oh my gosh.
2 people died in the home. Another person died in a neighboring home, according to Evansville police. 39 homes were damaged from the blast. Dang.
Wow, that's a big blast.
Some are too unstable to enter. So first responders say they're unsure if there are more unreported injuries. Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives is investigating the incident. Yeah, Jay, that's what I was thinking. Unfortunately, I was like, well, I don't know, meth lab maybe. I didn't say anything yet, but then again,
I want to know who lived there.
Right, we need to know who lived there, because what was that movie with Angelina Jolie?
Right, For Those Who Wish Me Dead.
You guys got to go watch that new movie. I mean, I know you may not love Angelina Jolie, but they made this point where, like, if you go watch that movie, For Those Who Wish Me Dead, okay,
right?
You'll see that the protagonist or the bad guys in the movie, you know, the way that they introduce you to them, they're like these be anything federal agents. They're federal agents, but if they need to look like TSA agents, they look like TSA agents.
Right.
If they need to look like home inspection people, they can look like home inspection people, or you know.
Right.
So the way they introduce you to these people in this movie is they're like in someone else's house that they've killed, and they're getting information or something, and then the way they leave the house is they blow it up.
Right.
And they're like, we got to get out of here. The news is going to pick this up in an hour. So, like, you know, not that happens, okay? It's a movie. But, you know. Natural gas explosion, perhaps. Moving on.
Natural.
All right.
Okay, speaking of clinging to good, here is a little happy that really made my day.
Little League baseball player hugs distraught pitcher who hit him in the head. Whack.
Oh, look out.
So the pitcher, the boys doing, you know, they check him out. He's doing all right.
Yep.
The pitcher was feeling terrible about it.
Right, so the pitcher is all tore up about hitting the kid. Okay.
So the kid comes over, gives him a hug.
This is really cool because as a pitcher, Bubs looks shaken up right now because of what he did. And look at Zay Jarvis. This is such great sportsmanship. He wants him to know that it's okay, that he'll be fine.
Hey.
There you go. Look at What a stud right there.
America.
Zay Jarvis.
Okay, I'm a little happy crying, and also that mom, something about her looks like she needs wine.
Because there's been plenty of bad, and this reminds us of a time pre-2018.
That's right.
Where, you know, we had sportsmanship, and you could nod at someone, and they'd nod back and smile.
That's right.
You know, and it just seems like times are different for some reason.
Well,
you know.
way to go, kid.
Way to go. Way to go.
Turning the other cheek, the other side of the head. You'll have a goose egg, but it'll be all right.
That's right. That's right. Faith in humanity restored.
That's right.
All right. Around 1 million children in London offered polio boosters after virus is detected in sewage.
Hope you enjoyed that moment. It is over now. Back to polio. Anyway, polio, it's back. Don't call it a comeback. Right?
It was in the sewage for years. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's funny.
I don't really want to hear this lady.
That's fine.
Do you want to?
Nah. Hey, also...
She talks about climate change, and I don't know what that has to do with polio and the poop.
They've also found polio in New York and so just put it on your radar.
That's right.
Don't stress about it. I don't know. Don't hang out in the sewage.
That's right. There's polio down there.
There's a lot of you could avoid a lot of sicknesses right now by not playing around in the sewage. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I probably don't do that right, but that's fine. That's fine. Do you guys want to watch this? Because I really don't want to hear this lady.
I just want to move on.
Okay. All right. Hold the salt for a longer life.
She has a cool guitar. That's hilarious that you noticed that, because that's what Landon noticed.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
guitar?
don't believe she plays that guitar.
And I said she's just
awesome.
well-rounded.
That's right.
And anyway.
Hold the salt for a longer life. Why opting for other seasoning could add years to your lifespan.
In case you didn't know, salt can be a little much.
Sprinkling salt substitutes on meals could add years to your life, according to new research. A global study found opting for a seasoning other than salt lowers the risk of premature death from cardiovascular disease or any cause by more than 10%. Hi there, I'm the Study Finds guy, Jeff Allen, and
boom, there you go.
I don't need any more bad news.
No more bad news. What do you think?
Let's keep it rolling. Salt's bad. Ooh, shocking.
Just an ESG buzzword.
It's actually not bad, BT dubs, okay? In moderation. And also, don't buy the crap salt at Walmart, okay? Like, natural salt has iodine in it. Like, pink Himalayan salt. There's different types of salts. They have different values. You always want to use them in moderation, but there was a reason that salt used to be the currency. So I'm just saying, don't
Mojave
be
says,
afraid.
nah, salt is Bible endorsed.
Yeah, right. I'm like, don't be afraid. Just don't get the crap.
No,
Mortons.
Watching the survival show.
Mort means death. Death on, if you want to think about it like that.
Yeah.
My son pointed that out.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That just gets me. Nah, man, the salt is Bible endorsed. I was watching the survival shows, and this chick said after starving for 30-something days, she's like, your body needs salt. As she trembles because she hasn't had any salt, I guess. And I was like, that's right. Your body needs salt.
That's right.
So, anyway.
Look, there's a few things that you should splurge on. Salt, because you need it has vitamins in it. Well, they're component. I don't know if they'd be vitamins or whatever they're called, but there's things in there that are good for you. And then also you want to get the good vanilla because
the fake vanilla's beaver butt. You know what it is? It's a gland of a beaver's arse.
YouTube it or it didn't happen.
Do I need to YouTube this?
Let's do it at the end, but I wanna.
Okay.
I do. I wanna know. Is fake vanilla beaver butt? It's just as important as any of those other freaking topics. Beaver gland. There you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Let's look at it. 5 minutes. I'm interested. I would. Oh, look. How to harvest beaver castor glands. Oh, no. We need to know. Get that. Yeah, that one right there.
Beaver butts emit goo used for vanilla. That's what comes up in a Google search for what's in vanilla flavoring. Knowing what I know about vanilla, I was suspicious of such a claim. But castoreum is a trending topic that keeps coming up. The Food Babe made a video on it back in 2013. Jamie Oliver brought it up on a late night talk show back in 2011.
It comes from basically rendered beaver anal gland. It's in cheap sort of strawberry syrups and vanilla ice cream. And if you like that stuff, next time you put it in your mouth, just think of anal gland.
This has been going around for a while. If your takeaway is, I should avoid imitation vanilla because it's probably made from nasty beaver juice,
Please
I wouldn't blame you, but it's probably not that simple. More information never hurt anybody, so let's take a closer look. Castoreum is a liquid secreted from the castor sacs of beavers, excreted with urine to help mark its territory with a distinctive smell. Apparently that scent is kind of like vanilla. Story?
Okay. Well, anyway, is there a Cliff Notes?
Apparently, that scent is like vanilla.
Oh, Okay, well, anyway, so, yeah. Well, oh no, that poor girl. Okay, so splurge for the good vanilla, so that you're not getting beaver anal gland. And hey, if I'm wrong, well then you're just getting the good vanilla, and you're welcome anyway. Either way, you're welcome.
Robot arms are replacing shelf stockers in Japan stores. You know, I talk about these kind of things, especially if they're happening elsewhere, like, you know, gun laws in California or New York, because that could be what's on the horizon coming over, you know, coming our way.
Right.
And so the same thing with these robot, you know, stock boys, you know. Watch out, y'all.
That's right.
The robots are gonna, before you know it, McDonald's is gonna be a kiosk, you know.
That's terrible to think about.
No more root beer floats for me. Thanks for ruining it. No, you don't have to ruin it. There's good vanilla.
Right, because look, like Bretling says, even if it is from beaver, it is a natural animal source. So some people get, you know, maybe.
Hey, you're using the whole thing. I would just like to use more beaver than the anal gland. Okay, give me a pelt, maybe a tail. Okay, a hat.
But it's, like, usually it's from like vanilla beans. You steep it, and that's how you get it. But you know, anyway.
Camo Campa, what is up, dude? Bro Fist, so good to see you, dude. A Minute Detail says we had a conversation about this on my live. Did I miss a live, or was it the other live? Where are the beaver farms? Up in Pennsylvania, there's like a whole bunch of logging roads. And off the sides of those logging roads are a whole bunch of, like, beaver-infested bogs.
Be afraid.
Yeah, because beavers will.
Very afraid.
Be very afraid.
Because beavers have killed one person.
That's right. Beavers have killed before, and they'll do it again.
They'll do it again. They're
That's
not
right.
afraid. They will attack. They will not always give you a slap of a warning. Sometimes they're just coming at you, like Cleopatra. Anyway.
You're full of it, babe.
Is that a compliment, sir? What am I full of?
Beaver.
Clever.
Oh, man. Robot arms, folks. Okay. Michigan company released industrial chemicals into the water. Is this the video?
Yes, maybe, perhaps.
If you believe this is such an abuse, let us see the warrant and let us decide for ourselves.
We're learning new details about the FBI's raid of Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, no. Okay. So listen, the takeaway here is that, hang on, I gotta pull up my thingy over. The takeaway here is that they're dumping chemicals, right? And this, hexavalent chromium is the big one, that gets dumped in. The issue with it...
I see it right here.
Yeah, the
health officials say people and pets should avoid contact with the Huron River in parts of Oakland and Livingston counties. It also advises that fish caught in the area should not be eaten.
And the problem with this chemical primarily is that it's a known carcinogen, and then also it causes... Hold on here.
That's right. A Minute Detail. He says no, Landon. It was the first one, the first live he did with talking about robots replacing the workforce, not beaver butt.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
My bad.
I was like, that would be hilarious.
Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
So hexavalent chromium can irritate the nose, throat, and lungs, which is not great with everything else going around, but not a huge deal. Repeated or prolonged exposure can damage the mucous membranes of the nasal passages and result in ulcers. And then,
well, that sucks because if you're dumping it into a river in Michigan, that's like the top of the United States, and it flows down.
In severe cases, exposure causes perforation of the septum. So, like your septum right here in your nose, it would be perforated, so like holes would get in it.
Oh my gosh.
Which, you know, like ultimately not a huge deal, but it's a it's a cancer causer,
right?
And so it's long term, you know.
Terrible.
But I think that we would be surprised. Like, we live in a glass house here. We live in Cancer Alley.
Well, no, we don't. We moved out of Cancer Alley, which would be the river parishes of the South Shore of Lake Pontchartrain. I grew up on the banks of the Mississippi River, alongside all these different fuel. What do they call them? I'm so sorry. What do you call them? All these different plants. Fuel refineries. There you go.
Yep.
Oil refineries. And that's Cancer Alley.
Right. So anyway, just interesting.
Hexavalent chromium is something you really want to avoid.
Yeah, I believe it. But just saying, I think that there's a lot of chemicals that get dumped. Forget getting dumped. Have y'all looked down here? They spray in your ditches and your drain, like out in the front of your property.
Yeah, to kill mosquitoes.
Yeah, but like it kills everything. Like, is it bleach or is it chlorine, or I don't know what it is, but anyway, it sure is killing everything.
Yeah.
But I digress again.
This is Moby Lick. I was swallowed by a whale while diving. I could feel the animal's muscles squeezing me. I thought I going to die. Do you all remember this last year? The guy who was swallowed by a whale? Yeah. I remember talking about this. I remember showing the video.
That's right.
Felt this huge bump and everything went dark. And I could sense that I was moving. And then I realized, oh my God, I'm in a whale's mouth.
Is that it? That was it.
Felt this huge bump.
Cliffhanger, hanging on a cliff. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Michael Packard was fishing for lobster in the sea off Cape Cod in Massachusetts when he had the biblical encounter with the humpback whale. This dude got...
A woman screams for help as a 2-ton killer whale treats her like a rag doll. This is not a scene from a horror movie.
She dumped me and I fell into the trough of the water, and she just turned around on a dime and grabbed me in her mouth. There's a lot of anger.
At the time, Anne was a secretary for SeaWorld. She was asked to ride Shamu in a bathing suit for a publicity stunt.
Please stop. Okay. Can I trust that this isn't... Anyway, guys, whales. Watch out! Okay?
I've always had a healthy fear of whales.
Going into, this next cycle here, we need to be looking out for whales.
That's right.
All right?
That's right. Oh, gosh, babe, that's hilarious.
World's biggest cat.
No, we went to the beach today just for fun, and I can't tell you how many booger-looking jellyfish were up on the shore. Anyway.
Want to ride, huh? I don't know if we've got the video. But look at the size of that cat.
Oh, I want a big kitty.
World's biggest cat stands as tall as a 2-year-old child, but is a gentle giant.
Yeah.
Yulia Meninia. Yeah. Shared a video of her daughter and her cat, Kiefer, and people were amazed by the white Mogi's unusual size as he stood as tall as her 2-year-old child. Is that a big cat to you?
That doesn't look like a 2-year-old little girl, but that cat looks irritated. Like, Barbara, Barbara, put me down.
It's got such a mean look.
Yeah.
Is it related to a bobcat?
Very annoyed.
Video melted hearts.
I want a cat so badly. Oh.
You want this big of a cat?
Yeah, I would fluff it and cuddle. I love it. It's like a little snowball, a little angry little snowball. Oh, and it's almost got a mane. Look at it. Is that a bobcat?
She previously said she treated Kiefer like her second child, adding he not only grew up big in appearance, he is also very smart and always behaves calmly. The look is generally like that of a person, and Kiefer has a formidable appearance, but he is a very affectionate and modest child. So, I just imagine catnip 3 a.m. going nuts with a big cat. What does that look like?
Can you imagine friends coming over for the first time and just like, whoa, is that a cat? Okay. Hilarious. I want a cat. I want a Maine Coon cat.
Is that a Maine Coon?
It's either that or a bobcat. You know, that's what I say. Also, I would name him Victor or maybe Hector. I don't know.
She named hers Kiefer. Now listen to this. Fauci actually joked about this.
Oh, goodness.
We're at the epicenter of the initial outbreak. WA1, Washington 1, is considered the ancestral model strain.
I developed the ancestral model strain. I created it.
That's right. You let it loose.
I was in my kitchen.
You let it loose. Yeah. Right. Okay. Gain of function. Here we come. You were here making aracha, Italian meatballs, and that's a gain of function.
We are laughing.
We are laughing. Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
Because he joked about, I made it.
We are laughing. That was the best. That was the best meme that could have been put there. Good job. Well done. Ah!
There are some reports that your son was on this trip with you.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. His role was to be my escort. Usually we invited spouses. Not all could come, but I had him come, and I was very proud that he was there, and I'm thrilled, and it was nice for me.
Did he have any business dealings?
No, he did not. Of course he did not.
Traveled as anonymous passenger. Pelosi's son traveled as anonymous passenger on Southeast Asia tour. Do you think that he had any business dealings?
I don't.
We invited spouses. Not all could come.
Why could not all spouses come? Paul Pelosi pleads not guilty to DUI.
I would not be inclined to believe that, no.
Okay.
Oh, my back.
She definitely was not expecting this.
About what happened yesterday.
Afterwards, between the Justice Department and President Biden.
One question for Africa, Kareem.
I'm going to come back, guys.
Thank you. We always have to beg for questions. Africans deserve questions as well, Kareem. Come on.
A few moments later.
Can I have a question, Kareem?
Okay, I'll take a couple more questions. Okay, I'm gonna take. Guys, go ahead. Okay, give me a second. Go ahead. I will get.
Against African reporters.
Afghanistan, Sheikh Salman said last year that there was going to be an extensive talk.
More moments later.
Don't have a timeline for you on this. Go ahead.
Can I have a question, Kareem?
Answer my question! The question, jerk!
What do you think?
Oh, no.
Huh? Answer the question. Are you going to answer the question?
So what is that? So because she has a list of people that these are the people that you're supposed to
stick to the script,
right?
Okay. And the last time that an African reporter asked a question, it was right in the face. He brought up the sun.
Yeah, he's right.
You know what I mean?
The president supports law. Does he support for the former president or?
Okay, Africa. No more questions for Africa. Okay.
No. You're in punishment. Oh no, that's horrifying. Please get that off of my face.
What living in a delusion looks like.
Really scary, actually.
Today we learned that last month our economy had 0% inflation.
What the hell are you talking about?
In July, we saw a drop in gas prices and a range of other goods like clothing and airfares and household appliances, which means more money in the pockets of working families. Combined with the fact that our nation created more than 500,000 jobs last month.
Workers are picking up extra jobs just to pay for gas and food.
Wait a minute. Yeah, they just created 87,000 jobs. That doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Come on, guys.
It is clear that our nation is making progress.
fire, dumpster fire, dumpster
Anyway.
fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, dumpster fire.
That's right. All right, moving into the Word.
Yay.
Okay, I got some scriptures that I want to share with you guys. I prayed to the Lord, and He answered me. He freed me from all my fears. Psalms. A lot from Psalms.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
The law was given through Moses, but grace, unmerited favor, and truth came through Jesus Christ. John. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit.
I know we've all been there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's pray for him to be with me. Be with me in the fire.
That's right. The Lord sent His word and healed them and delivered them from their destructions. He's right there with you.
Amen.
Even when it's hard.
Amen.
Jesus said, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace and be healed of your affliction." Mark.
That's right.
Everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. Acts. So, you guys, I'm praying for you with your gardens or your projects. I hope that you guys are, stocking up on what you can in these times, these crazy times.
Yes.
And I hope that you're able to get in the Word and read and pray and connect and, ask the Lord to lead you. And He leads you to beautiful places. And I mean, like today, Tiff mentioned that we went to the beach, and I was just like, man. And so I just started praying, and I was like, this is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no plan to go to the beach. I mean,
Right.
we don't live far away from, it's not a beautiful beach, guys, okay? It's a very murky,
Right.
Gulf of Mexico. It's not far from us. But we drove an hour, and it was awesome.
It was really...
And I was just so thankful because we had been going through it, being either tested or, just, when those bad days come, you know what I mean?
That's right.
We were all getting over being sick, and our kids had gone to, different places. We got grandparents wanting them over here. We got family wanting them over here, friends' houses. So we didn't have our kids.
My blood pressure was going through
Tiff,
the roof.
yeah,
We
and
were
then
having issues.
So, all that affects your mood, especially when you're not feeling good and you're not feeling good and worried about your blood pressure. And then, pray for us, guys.
Yep.
Pray for us,
But we are not going through it near as bad as others.
That's right. And we're praying for those who are
yeah.
hurting out there, and praying for you guys. And I hope that all is well with you.
That's right.
That's
right.
And that, we are forged in His strength.
That's right.
Thank you, son, for my hat. Very happy about my hat. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of the week. We will see you back here Friday.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Or tomorrow.
Unless something crazy happens tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Because today is Thursday.
No.
So we won't be on this evening.
That's right.
We'll be on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time's
Sorry.
weird.
Time and me are not getting along, and that's
right.
why I pull up the articles that are saying that the Earth's spinning up, guys. It's not my fault. Okay? It's the Earth spinning faster.
That's right. All right.
Anyway, guys, you have a blessed one. We love you. Keep an eye out for the notifications. Smash the like on the video if you can for us. Check out our last solar video. We're going to be doing an update to that. And, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Much love, guys. We will see you later on. Bro fist, watch out for the IRS.
Don't be afraid of the IRS.
Yeah, don't be afraid of the IRS.
Don't be afraid of the IRS.
Thank you, mods,
y'all.
for being here and keeping our chat clean. And thank you so much, everybody, for clicking on the video. We very much appreciate you and hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Much love. See you.